Well, we're back on the road again, and we are on our way to Canton, Texas for Rooster Fest. And Rooster Fest will be our very first barbecue competition, so smoke off. But it's also a festival. They've got about 20 bands. Of course, when this airs, Rooster Fest will be over, but I'll leave a link down at the bottom. That way you know what you missed. And if you're going to Rooster Fest, we'll see you there. But this will be Smoking with Papa's very first competition, and we're looking forward to it. And it's all under the umbrella of Kicking It Van Vo style. So, wanted to take you along on this adventure and kind of show you what all is involved in a barbecue competition. Stay with us. Here we go. If this is your very first time watching, please hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, ring the bell, that way you know about the next video that we have coming up, and give us a like and a comment. Guys, I love to read comments. I don't get near enough of them, and I read and respond to every comment, so we'd like to hear from you. And that's our cheap, shameless plug for this one. Other than, wait a minute, I'm not finished yet. We do have a Facebook page, we have a website, and we have a Instagram. Believe it or not, we have a TikTok. So I'm going to leave all that stuff down in the description. Get a hold of it, take a look, see what you think. Got a lot of DIY videos also on our channel, so don't miss that. And that's our cheap shameless plug for this one. Well, we're all set up here in Canton at the Silver Spur Resort. This is a KOA, and I got to tell you, this is the second KOA that we've stayed at ever. And wow. Very nice. We're anticipating a really big crowd here for Rooster Fest, and right now we came in a day early. Festivities really don't start until tomorrow, and Caitlin's out feeding ducks.
Tell Papa, say, come on, Papa. Mama hand.
Were you feeding the ducks?
They look termite holes. Alright, you want to do it? Throw it!
I'm trying to get where we've got some light. Doesn't look like we're going to get very much, but it's like I said, we came in a day early. I kind of want to get the lay of the land before the competition, and having a really nice, pleasant Texas evening. Believe it or not, it's in the low 80s, so we're enjoying it. Trying to sit outside. Preseason football started today, watching little Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers in the Hall of Fame game, but we've got more coming for you. Stay with us. Well, we've got our trays ready for our competition for tomorrow. We'll be cooking brisket, ribs, and chicken. Chicken is something that I really haven't done a lot of, as far as a whole chicken anyway, with skin on. I've always cooked chicken with skin off. So it'll be something new for us. We're about to take our brisket and go ahead and inject it, get it ready for tomorrow, and thought you might want to see how we do that. Now, I've already got my mixture made up. Really no secrets to it. I've got a little bit of beef broth in it. I've got some A1 soy sauce and Worcestershire. I hope I said that right. Anyway, if I didn't, I'm sure it'll come across the screen spelled correctly anyway. And that's really what we use. A little bit of Papa's barbecue sauce in there, and then we'll inject that. That'll sit. I'll actually start smoking 2-3 o'clock this morning. I'll start getting everything ready to go. And but anyway, that's where we're at right now. You know, when I do my marinade, I don't put anything that's solid in there, like pepper or anything like that. Number one, it gets stuck in my injector. Number two, that's saved for our rub. And if it's done right, your rub will actually meet those flavors that are coming through your injection and marry together, so there's no need to do any of that. It's straight liquid, as you can see. I will tell you this, maybe a little bit different than what you've seen on other YouTube channels or other cooks. I don't, unless it is just loaded with fat, and I try not to buy a brisket like that. I don't cut my fat off. I want that. I cook slow, low and slow. That fat is rendered off, and it actually adds, to me, it adds flavor to the brisket. Unless it's just loaded with fat, and then I may trim a little bit off. But I've got 2 briskets that are really, really good. I picked them out from Kroger from the back, had the butcher bring them out, and I picked these out. I got some good marbling in this. I've got a nice fat cap on here. I don't think that it needs to be trimmed any. I might come back to later on this evening when I get ready to actually put my rub on there, and I might cut a little bit of this fat cap off, but it won't be much, and then we'll be ready to go. Now when I marinate with it in the package. That way any excess that comes out, it's sitting in that package and the meat's absorbing it. Just a tip for you. I've used a lot of different injectors. I got this is a pistol grip injector. This has been the best injector that I've used instead of the syringe type. Again, another tip for you. When I'm injecting, I'll actually pull out, put my finger over it, that way you don't get a lot of excess coming out. But as I'm pulling out the injector, it's injecting the meat coming out, so it's injecting not just one spot. See what happens when you don't hold your finger over it? It squirts all over you. Guys, that's pretty much how we do our marinating on our brisket. Keep watching. We've got chicken and we've got ribs coming up. I'll show you how I do those also for competition. Stay with us. This edition of Kicking It Van Bo Style, Smoking with Papa. Now we got a beautiful start to the day. Our brisket, one of our briskets are done. The other one, I'm just waiting on it to come up to temp, and we'll take it off. A little dark last night, that's why I didn't show as far as what we had done as far as seasoning it. The only thing I use on my brisket is just salt and pepper. That's pretty much it. Of course, if you're cooking a brisket, you're more than welcome to do anything that you like. It's your brisket. Before I put my salt and pepper on there, I'll take a little olive oil and gently coat my brisket front and back. And I don't season the back of my brisket. It's all fat, and it's not going to stick to it. Your season's just not going to stick to fat. Then once I get that seasoned, I'll take my hand and I'll pat that. I don't rub it. I'll just gently pat it into the meat, and then it's ready to go. I cook that at about 225 until it comes up to a temperature of about 203, and then we'll take it, wrap it in a towel, and put it in a cooler and let it rest. You're going to want to let that rest for at least 2 hours. If you can go 4 or longer, that's great. What it's doing is it's letting that meat absorb all those juices back into it. But that's our brisket. We've got our ribs actually marinating right now, and our chicken we're about to start a little smoker and get it on. Well, we had a little bit of problem this morning. Our little smoker, which we were putting our chicken on, decided not to work. So we're improvising, and hopefully this turns out good. We'll get our chicken on right now. Got about an hour, and then we'll do our ribs. So, let you know how this one turns out. But I got my helper here, so she's doing good. I got an alarm going off, so we better check that. kind of like our brisket from last night. It was just too dark. You couldn't see anything, but I wanted Megan to tell you, because she did the chicken, how she prepared it, what she did, walk you through it, and we've got some video. It's a little dark, but all the steps,
what you did.
all the steps that she did. We're not going to mention what Papa did since he cut it backwards, but I'll let Megan tell you what she did.
So first I cut off the butt on the chicken, and then I made sure it was flipped the right way. And so I cut on, I want to say where the neck is, and then cut down. You can either use scissors or a knife. Honestly, the scissors were really hard for me, so Dad had to cut through that backbone. And then took the neck out, and then made sure all of the fat was taken away, started peeling back the skin, and underneath all that fat, which this chicken, I don't know what it's called, but they lie. They said there was no fat on it. Yeah, that's not true. There was so much fat.
Is that something you would actually do at home if you were cooking a whole chicken?
Oh, definitely not. That's way too much work.
Yeah.
So just for competitions, you want to make sure you get all the fat from the skin off, all the excess fat. Make sure that you're patting it down, and make sure it's not sitting in juice. So I just did that. I just made sure all the fat was out from under the chicken. I pulled it up from the breast area, and then on the sides under the wings, pulled it up where the thigh and the leg was, so Dad could go in and inject.
Yeah, and then we did our injection, and I'll leave actually the injection is very simple. It's basically a garlic butter recipe.
It took us a while to kind of figure out what injection we wanted to do.
Yeah, but because our barbecue sauce is kind of a
sweet, spicy.
We decided to go with not spicy. Now there's a chili injection that you can do. We decided not to do that. We didn't want to put too much heat for the judges, even though we are in Texas.
In East Texas, of all places.
Right, but I'll leave that down in the description. I'll also leave the recipe for the chili if you want to use that on your injection. But basically on our injection, we went 5 injections into the breast and 4 into the thigh, 1 into the leg. And that's pretty much how we did our chicken.
I was actually really excited. We were nervous about the chicken, but I was kind of excited about it because we'd never done it before, and it was something new we wanted to try, and I think it's going to turn out really well. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if we can place on our first time chicken.
As far as the rub that we did not do any type of a rub on the meat itself. We did it on the skin. We want the judges to be able to taste that good chicken flavor and the juices, but we also want to, as they bite through that skin, to get a good taste of the rub. And of course, the rub that we use is Papa seasoning, which you can order offline or online, not offline.
Not offline.
Yeah,
Can't be offline.
Look, I'm working on about 3 hours of sleep, so forgive me. And we'll leave that description also. You can get the salsa, you can get our rub right off of our Facebook page, and that should be coming right here, I think. And join us. Well, we turned in our first chicken, and Megan, this is your chicken. All I did was cook it.
Oh, so good.
Tastes good?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if, guys, I don't know if you can see this. We kind of cut into it a little bit. This is not the one we turned in, of course. This is the other half. We had to only turn in 1/2. But what did the lady say when you turned it in?
Oh, that's a pretty chicken.
Finger licking good.
Oh yeah.
Guys, next up is ribs. Now, I want to go over our ribs because we did a video not too long ago on 3-2-1. And for competition, can't do 3-2-1. It can't be fall off the bone, even though you may like fall off the bone. Can't be that way. So basically, what we do with our ribs is I'll cook. We let them marinate, and I'll leave what we let them marinate in down in the description. So be sure and read that. We'll let them marinate for about 3 hours. Then take them out, rub. And I use Papa seasoning on that. Again, you can get that by ordering on Facebook on my rub. And then after we rub them, we put it on the smoker. I let one side smoke for 1 hour. We flip them. We smoke again 1 hour at 275 degrees. Take them off. After those 2 hours, after each side 1 hour, take them off. Wrap them up in foil. Put about a half a cup of apple juice. Put them back, wrap it up like you would a present, real good and tight. Put them back on the smoker. Let them smoke for another hour. Take them off. Sauce them. Don't put them back in tin foil. Put them back on the smoker for about 8 minutes. Let that sauce caramelize. And I sauce front and back and the bone and everything because, hey, let's get it. When you're eating ribs, you're going to be licking that bone, so you want that sauce on there. But you take them off after that 8 minutes, and you're good to go. Should be in the middle of the rack. If you put your probe down, should read about 207, and you know you're done. Anyway, that's our ribs, and that's what's coming up next. What are you doing there?
I'm trying to touch it up a little so it's not more, burnt form.
This presentation, they do judge off of presentation. IBCA does not do any type of garnish in their boxes where other competitions do.
This really makes me mad because that looks like shit.
I don't think you can say shit on YouTube there, Megan.
Sorry. It looks like shit.
Did you do any cooking today? Or did you just take naps? JK, you do any cooking? Alright, winning box?
Winning box.
Winning box.
Where's the thing?
That right here.
Alright, keep her back.
Right, come here.
What time is it?
You got 5 minutes. Yeah, Megan's asking what time it is. We got a turn-in time of 1:30. You have to turn in on time or they won't count it. So that's why she's a little pressed for time. It's probably about a minute and a half walk up to where she needs to turn in. All right, there she goes. Next up, we got brisket coming up. What's the last entry?
Yep.
Which is brisket.
One, two, three, four.
We've got 7 we have to put in there. Turn in. winning brisket. Hey, y'all stop moving.
I'm gonna step over here.
And just look for us on YouTube. Or yourself on YouTube. And this is the turn-in process for IBCA.
Very pretty. Thank you. There you go. You cook it, let me put it in the box. I got you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Well, guys, we just got back from Rooster Fest and in Canton, Texas. Kind of want to let you know how we did as far as our barbecue competition. We were out of 30, I believe 38 teams. We came in number 16 overall. So it's that was our very first competition that we had done, and I'm quite proud with that. I hope Megan comes and joins me here. She can talk a little bit more about her chicken. Well, Megan came in, and I wanted her to share her thoughts on the competition. Like I was telling them, you did the chicken, and she did a fantastic job. I said what we came in as far as points wise overall. Do you remember there were 38 teams? 38 teams, and I know we came in 16th overall.
We came in 22nd on chicken, and then 16th on brisket. No, 14th on brisket and 11th on ribs. Excuse Caitlin in the background.
Yeah, she's out. She's out. We let her out of her cage, and she's got something she's hammering with. So
a flashlight.
Yeah, this was something that this is our very first competition for Smoking with Papa, and I'm happy about it. But I was telling them about as far as the Rooster Fest and what all that they had going on. I talked about a portion of the proceeds going to the Children's Heart Foundation. Which I thought was really cool.
They had a 4K walk, I believe.
5K walk.
5K walk, yeah.
But that was Rooster Fest. That's the first time we had gone to Rooster Fest, and we had a really good time. Again, the barbecue competition was it was IBCA competition, so it was all legal and stuff, yeah. and we had a really good time. And I don't remember the name of the radio, or the call letters of the radio station. KB. You know what? We'll find out.
KBWJ.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like the buzz.
So the buzz, yes. And we'll leave that down in the description. DJ Dan, I believe his name was. He was fantastic, and we got interviewed on the radio station. So Kicking It Van Vo style and Smoking with Papa got a little radio time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so now. Ring the bell, that way you know about the next video that we have coming up, and give us a like and a comment. YouTube loves likes. Every time you like it, they pay it forward and we get shared more. And don't forget about our Facebook page, also our website. As far as Smoking with Papa, guys, I didn't plan this, but we sold completely out of all of our salsa. If you want to order salsa, get on our Facebook page and you can order right off of our Facebook page. We've also got our rub and our barbecue sauce coming up real soon on our Facebook page, and you'll be able to order that also. Thanks again. Remember, life is a journey, it's not a destination, and we love taking you on the journey with us. God bless.